Some dreams will be realized. Others will have to wait another day. Who will be next to join the likes of Jason Duffner, Grant Snedeker, and Keegan Bradley as the next great Web.com Tour graduate? EA Sports and the Web.com Tour proudly present opening round coverage of the Web.com Tour Championship. Back down now to hole number 6. Frank, when you get out of the gates, as our featured golfer has done, with a lot of pars, steady play, what's the mindset?
You've got to keep doing that, Rich. Just maybe get a little closer to the hole, drive a little bit better, work on the pace of the putting. Just little gains, and then all of a sudden you're going to notice a big difference in the scorecard.
Well, he'll have to get up and down from the bunker to save his par. So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now he'll have to rely on the short game.
But a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. See if he does it here. Safely on the dance floor.
A makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under par. Ooh, that hurts. So frustrating sometimes on the greens, isn't it? Drop shot here at the 6th. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. So with that, the score is now at even par. Frank, what do you think of the 7th?
Interesting par 4 for 2 reasons. The undulating green on the end of the hole, it also shapes to the right. That makes it look like a dogleg right. But really, you want to play that tee shot just inside those pot bunkers down the right side.
Frank, it may be obvious you'd rather have a ball sitting up perfectly in these fairways as opposed to the deep rough off to the left or right. But how is a player able to take advantage when he has that good lie?
Well, anything better than that would be sitting on a tee. That is a perfect lie. It almost guarantees good contact.
Excellent shot to within 10 feet. These putts keep the round together. Needs a few more of those. That was a good birdie.
Yeah, this time, that one gets him in the top 10.
Frank, 17 here at TPC Sawgrass gets all the attention when you look at the par 3s. Justifiably so. But number 8 is a daunting challenge in its own right.
It is. Longest of the 4 par 3s. Plus, it's just littered with bunkers around the side, the back, and the front.
Well, too bad, Frank. That one rolled right off the green.
It was just coming out so hot.
Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. Well, that's what separates the good players from the great players. The ability to get it that close from that kind of lie. From about 8 feet.
Whoa, that was unexplainable. I thought that was easily going to be a par.
Now I'll have to focus. Try to make bogey.
Rich, you got to tell me what happened. I covered my eyes on that one.
Another bogey. What else? Frank, now at the 9th, this really is one of my favorite par 5s in the entire sport.
And I certainly enjoy watching people play it today, Rich. It used to be unreachable, but the longer hitters now, we're starting to see them go for this par 5 regularly in 2. And the reason why they start to hit the drive more down the right now than what they used to. People used to try and go down the left side. The right side, it hugs the water, but you get a better view of the second shot.
Frank, this one's offline.
There's rough and thick stuff over there.
And that one rolls just into the rough.
Now you have to decide whether or not that ball's going to fly or not.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot.
This is a pretty long putt here. You'd be happy to get this to within 2 or 3 feet. You really want to take the stress out of that next putt. That was not a very good read right there. Settles in over the putt. Well, not in contention, but in for par. Let's get the back nine started here at the stadium course at TPC Sawgrass. Break down the 10th for us, Frank.
Well, it's similar to the opening hole. The first and 10th give you the same feeling where you feel awkward off the tee shot. Difference to the first hole, you've got to poke your tee shot towards the right side of the fairway here, turning it into a dogleg. And similar thing, now you're going back across the fairway to the green.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. You can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable, that never deviated offline.
Came to the putt excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, little change in the attitude right now. When you've let one go, you've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important this one goes in.
Still even par for the day. Second round coverage coming your way tomorrow. For our entire crew, I'm Rich Lerner alongside Frank Navalo. So long for now. EA Sports and the Web.com Tour proudly present second round coverage of the Web.com Tour Championship. Fifth hole here at TPC Sawgrass, long par 4. What's the challenge, Frank?
Depending, really, if you're long or short hitter, the long hitters have the luxury of taking it over the corner of the bunker down the right. Shorter hitters really play at that bunker down the left, 320 run out.
Good tee shot, good lie, and now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole. Set for his next shot from a good position in the fairway. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Just a well-played approach shot right there. Only about 10 feet away and a good look at birdie here. Made par yesterday. This one for birdie.
Just when you think you're going to make birdie, now have to really concentrate on this and at least make par.
Locked in on the read and the speed. A good effort, a good par putt. Frank, you don't want to get too cute with that second shot here at the 6th.
I remember many a time, Rich, when they put the flag right of center. You try and hit a little bit too close, those palm trees all of a sudden come into play. Hits one of those, that ball can go anywhere.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par.
Nudge this one home, finish it up. Good putt. 7th hole here at Sawgrass, Frank, a bit uncomfortable off the tee.
It is. It reminds me a little bit of the opening hole, much longer version, where when you stand on the tee and look at the green, it's a straightaway hole. But that fairway goes to the left and it comes back to the right. It's all optical illusions.
This sets up well for a chance at the green here at the 7th hole. Strategically, Frank, how do you like to play this hole?
You've got to be aware of where you don't want to go. That front right bunker is probably the easiest bunker shot on this hole, but there's a little pop bunker on the left. That one there, always difficult to get it up and down.
That's another green hit in regulation, and that has been the story all day, just wearing out the center of that club face. So into the top 15 on the leaderboard with that birdie. A few more, and who knows, maybe top 10 or top 5. TPC Sawgrass, the fabled stadium course designed by the legendary Pete Dye. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. And here at the 8th, Frank, most players are happy walking out of here with a par 3.
And the reason why, it's a very narrow entry to this green. It's just littered with bunkers around, left, behind, to the side, and even short. Once you get further up the green, though, even though this is sort of an undulating green, it starts to widen up. So don't get trapped into just looking at the front of this hole.
That's as bad as I have seen. Folks, that one is now on the fringe. Just a couple of feet. Frank, nothing really went the player's way this week.
Yeah, if this was motor racing, you'd say it's a case of having 4 flat tires.
Frank, the 9th is really a good par 5, isn't it?
There's so many options here. Just play it away, sort of 3-wood it down there, then go to the right and sort of wedge it on the green. But it's very tempting, especially in the right wind conditions. And that's if they're coming over your shoulder for a right-hander from right to left. Then this par 5 is very reachable.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Frank, this is all about plotting your way around. Now the 3rd shot at the 9th.
Yeah, there's a reward for a precise short iron shot in here. Depends on the right or the left. Precision pays off.
Didn't fare too well on this hole yesterday. Made a bogey. Comfortably inside the cut line, the young prodigy makes another birdie. And that does it for us here at TPC Sawgrass. Great day, Frank.
Yeah, a chance for the players to play one of the golf courses that has become so famous over the last 25 to 30 years.
For my partner, Frank Nobilo, and our entire team, I'm Rich Lerner saying so long from the TPC Sawgrass and EA Sports. EA Sports and the Web.com Tour proudly present 3rd round coverage of the Web.com Tour Championship. We are into the 3rd round of the Web.com Tour Championship, the 4th and final stop of the Web.com Tour Finals. 50 PGA Tour cards up for grabs, dreams about to be made.
It's amazing what's ahead of these young players, Rich. Not just getting through the next 2 rounds, but also trying to suppress perhaps what might be for them next year.
Looks like he's going to have a go at it here at the par 5, his 2nd shot. Not looking good, Frank.
I think it's wet.
Not what he wanted, but he's headed to the beach.
And an Awkward little bunker shot. Just splash it out, let the ball run towards the flag.
Playing a par 5, Frank, what happened on that third shot?
Yeah, it was a poor decision. But, hopefully he can eradicate that from the memory banks and really knuckle down on this. Do not want to drop a shot or make 6 here.
You like this one, Frank?
Oh, it's a good one. Safely on.
Nothing wrong with that par putt. Frank, what's so much fun about TPC Sawgrass is the excitement that it generates for a fan and how many different holes there are. 12 is a good example.
Yeah, 12 looks like it's fresh from Scotland. You can see why Pete Dye spent a lot of time over there. Tee shot looks straight away, but the second shot is blind. The shot you'd get in Scotland with a wedge where you just see the top of the flagstick and you've got to really guesstimate on the yardage that you have. But a good wedge shot and someone that can judge their distance. This is certainly a birdie hole.
Early part of this back 9 and a good approach shot. Now we'll have this for birdie. Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
He takes care of business there.
Solid stroke.
Frank, so much focus on the back 9 here at the stadium course at TPC Sawgrass on the 17th hole with the island green. I think 13 gets lost sometimes, but the pros know this is a really good hole.
Oh, it can be disastrous too. That's, I think, what you're referring to, Rich. There's a big ridge in the middle of this green that bisects the top side with the bottom side on the left. So even when the flag's on the left, you don't have to go directly at it, because that normally causes the problem with the wooden bulkheads down the left side and obviously the water left of that. So something on the ridge can often run down towards the left. But we have seen the odd hole-in-one here over the years.
Frank, we see it every single round. These kind of putts determine whether it's a good score or an average score.
Yeah, and just like that, a bogey. And does not feel like he deserves it.
Frank, historically in this great championship, 14 has proven to be a pivotal hole.
Everybody focuses on the finish here, but you're absolutely right, Rich. This can be an absolute scorecard record, because if you spin your drive left, the drop back, perhaps on the ladies' tees, you can make 6 in a heartbeat. You try and air to the right, you can make 6 from the mounds. So a good drive down 14 gives you a chance for that fast finish.
Frank, as we watch the Web.com Tour Finals, anyone in particular you think could be a breakout star? Someone like a Keegan Bradley, who jumped right out onto the PGA Tour and won the PGA Championship in his first ever start in a major.
Well, this player that I'm looking at right now, yes, and I mean you out there. Look at that. A prodigy since the age of 2. A lot of people in the golf world have just been waiting for you to finally get to this point. And, well, time for me to watch, time for you to play. It was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back?
Now his third, staring right at the green.
Well, just a little too much, Rich.
I don't know if it was wind at his back, he didn't calculate it, but he's going to be left with a difficult chip shot here.
Safely on the dance floor.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. And he makes it for a bogey here. 3 rounds in the books, outside the top 10 going to the final 18. Frank, what are your thoughts?
Well, I think you're going to have to approach the final round in a couple of different phases. Try and be aggressive early on. If you do get a few birdies in the bank, you really still can fancy yourself with a chance to win. It'll all depend on that start tomorrow.
EA Sports and the Web.com Tour proudly present final round coverage of the Web.com Tour Championship.
He's safely on deck.
Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. Different day, different hole. Made bogey yesterday. He'll do better this time, it looks like. Wow, that hurt.
It did. Shot gone forever.
He has this attempt for par. Not a problem from there, right in the middle. And through the years, Frank, it has gotten the best of the best, hasn't it?
We've seen Tiger Woods hit it left. We've seen Vijay Singh hit it left. We've seen so many players in the water down the left. Conversely, many a championship's been lost by hitting the ball up on the mounds on the right.
You take 4 here and run the 15?
I would sprint.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Making it look easy at this point. Another beautiful approach shot. Now this for birdie. Came away with a bogey on the previous round. He'd settle for par here. And getting ready for the putt. And he makes it for par. Frank, the 15th hole certainly has the respect of the professionals.
But you're right. This is a positional hole where just keep the ball down the left center. You can't go too far, though, because you'll get blocked out or you'll run out of fairway. From there, it's really about knowing where the flag is, what position on the green, because this is another green that's not flat. If the second shot lands on the wrong portion of the green, it'll finish well away from the hole.
So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. See if he does it here.
Oh my goodness, he just made that. I cannot believe it.
I was thinking he might get it close. And just a great shot.
Frank, I think one of the things that fans love about this gauntlet, 16, 17, and 18, each hole has that sort of hold your breath moment. Certainly 17, we know when that ball's in the air, you're holding your breath. Is it wet or dry? 16, same on that second shot. You're holding your breath wondering, where is it? Right in the water or left with a chance for 3?
That's why you don't want to get too sloppy on that tee shot. A lot of people look at 16 because there's a wide fairway and they think just get it down there. The extra 10 or 15 yards, there's a little ridge down that left side. If you catch that, the ball will kick a good 20 yards further forward. 20 yards is too close. I'd much rather go into 17 with a 4-iron than a 2-iron. This is an awkward length. Oh, another one goes in.
Frank, not to plant the seed of doubt, but we must deliver the facts here on this telecast. 44 balls in the water a couple of years ago, 28 last year.
Rich, that's the announcer's curse. What will he do?
Good swing, good shot yet again. That's well played. Now a good look at birdie.
Well, we've heard about this talent for a long while now. Birdie putt and a chance to get just one step closer to earning that golden ticket, chance to play the PGA Tour.
That's a head-scratcher. No other way to put it. That close to the green and misses it badly to the right. Steady climber right here with another par.
in the top 5. Should be well pleased with that right now.
People always talk about 17 being visually intimidating. Frank, what about 18?
If there's a little bit of wind off the right, the tee shot is so much easier. But if that wind is coming off the water, not only do you see the water and the wooden bulkheads, you see all the rough and the trees on the right. And of course, then you start bringing 5, 6, 7, even 8 into play. That's what makes this tee shot so hard. We talk so much about players' futures. We look at this shot coming up. This man being talked about for many a year. Prodigy, perhaps. But the way he's looked today, I'm starting to be a believer. This surely must be a talent for the future.
Good chance at one. Good news is he was able to retrieve the golf ball.
Yeah, on dry land. And can he carry it this time, though?
So this is his 4th shot after the last one found the water.
It's not all over, but right now, too, he's staring down the barrel of a very bad hole.
Frank, how does that par help his cause?
It certainly doesn't hurt it.
Frank, just some great golf here today.
Yeah, that's a round to remember. Not often you play that well and you feel like you were head and shoulders above the rest of the field.
What a thrill to watch. And for Frank Nobilo and our entire team, I'm Rich Lerner saying so long for now.